traded that truck for this bike, and now I'm going to trade this bike for this. All strapped down, let's go home. All right, got it back to the shop here. This thing's got a lot of lichen growing on it from sitting outside for so long. So I'm gonna power wash this thing and get it nice and cleaned up. That is looking a lot nicer. Look at the front end of this thing. Yeah, it definitely peeled off some of the paint, but I think that adds character to it. Let's see if we can get this thing running. So, I know a little bit about this truck, but not a ton. The guy said he bought it from the Syracuse Nationals, and he put a bunch of wiring in it and had it running and driving. That was several years ago. It has since sat outside, and it has not been started since. So let's see if we can get this thing running. My woman is the one who found this on Marketplace, and I had talked to the guy for a while. It was definitely a cool truck, but I wasn't like in love with it. And the more and more I mess with this and look at this, I am extremely glad I got this truck. I really like this truck, and I'm really excited to get it going and go test it out. Figured I'd work on this right on the deck so I don't have to lay in the mud, and since everything around here always goes exactly according to plan, I figured we'd just fire it up. One of the coolest hood latches. The most important thing I can do right now is figure out why that's so sloppy and loose. Look at this convenience factor. This hood really wasn't meant for tall people. Let's do a quick fluid check on this thing and see what terrible mistake I've made. No coolant. Where's the dipstick? The dipstick is the guy running the camera. Oh yeah. Right up to full, nice and clean, that's good. Is the engine gonna rotate? It does. All right. Oh man. My confidence is now at like a strong 3. Add some of this cherry flavored coolant. See where it leaks out of first. Why does this coolant taste like diesel? I'm waiting for it to start leaking. It's possible that if they had water in there that they drained it to keep it from freezing. I don't see anything that can go wrong here. Let's just electrocute this old thing and fire it up. Which one's positive here? I'm positively sure this is the negative. You hook the black to the red and the red to the black. I love this. It just clicks on and off like it knows what to do. I like it a lot. Did the truck eat my camera? Where did it go? Oh good, I can't reach it. Well, there's just signs of life everywhere here. Let's pop this thing off now that I've sucked the mice nest right into the engine. You're gonna lose that thing, so you might as well just toss it away right now and get another one. Look at that, nice and clean. Little tiny 2-barrel. I guess we'll be able to pass the first gas station. Next thing is if we're concerned about this old nasty fuel. I'm certainly not. Not when we got gas in a can. Oh, we've made the battery charger angry. You've made me angry. Cool off. If that thing doesn't stop beeping, it's gonna fall down the stairs. Smells like the ether bunny went to the bathroom under here. I pulled this spark plug. I want to test for spark. I can't see that spark plug from the cab, so yell if there's spark. Was there any spark? I'm gonna hope that there was. Let's test fuel. These spark plugs look fine too. They're not corroded or anything like that. Why is this starter wire so long? Is it that long because they couldn't find a longer one? It's also super corroded. I'm gonna replace that. I'll bet you that's why the slow crank. Look at this. No bueno. Since this truck was made in America in the 1950s, there's a real possibility that the starter wire is bolted on with a metric bolt. No! Oh, it's gone forever. Why? Oh, there it is. One of my favorite things about these old trucks is that there's so much room in the engine compartment. This is really interesting. This side exhaust manifold goes up and out the front. It looks like to bypass maybe the steering box. This one goes down and out the back. I don't buy battery cables because that would cost money. You take soft copper, smash it flat. Stay here. Was this the weirdest purchase of 2024? Yes, it was. Good boys. And there you got a battery cable. Let's see if changing that battery cable made a noticeable difference. Getting a new battery. Oh, I could probably charge this one. Please don't do this. It's a shame he didn't crash into the back of my truck. He didn't waddle up here with all the arrogant confidence in the world.
Not nice.
You can do it. You think you can do it? You got pretty strong legs, buddy.
The gas coming out of there is yellow, which most likely means that it was ethanol gas that got water in it. See how yellow that is? Oh, that tastes so bad. I have so many regrets. What is happening here? It's really gonna make me furious. Not only is it raining, it's also snowing. Gas can. I hope that was the gas tank I drained. I love working in the mud. I think I know why my GoPros don't last. You're gonna stop doing that right now. Stop it! Give it to me. Fuel line hooked up, battery, spark stuff. Let me pull that big tank of gas out from underneath the truck before that catches on fire. For some reason we're not pulling fuel. I don't know if maybe the fuel pump's bad. I want to set up auxiliary fuel just to get it running. Hopefully it stopped flowing. Let's give it a try. Gas line from the tank going into that bucket so that if it does start pumping, it's not just pumping on the ground. Attempt number, I don't know, a lot.
Ah, yes! Yes!
Oh, she's gonna run. Okay, experienced catastrophic failure here. This winch gone and pulled itself in. It's got all that caught up. I don't really know. Jeez, that's tight. I'm gonna roll it over and see if I can watch that. Oh, it's running. Is this neutral? Hopefully. This crisis has been averted. Now we have to keep it running. I see the problem. I think we're drawing a vacuum on this. Let me fix that. Quick breath of fresh air. Ew! More fresh air. No! What if I just don't touch it for a minute? Same result. I'm gonna put the air filter back on because how does that not go on? Because as much as the aftermarket bro scientists will say you don't need an air cleaner, that makes a difference. I'm thinking that this carburetor is probably the culprit now because come on! Why is this such a freaking fight? Ah! There's gas all over the engine, so that'll be a nice cozy fire. We're gonna do some calculations here. looks like it's leaking out of that pumper. I wonder if I should take that carburetor off and just clean it out real good. How much fuel do I have? Quite a bit. Based on those calculations, I'd say we're getting, you know, 2 or 3 miles to the gallon. I don't want to take the carburetor off, but I feel like that's the right thing to do. And it's one thing I'm known for. It's doing everything right the first time. Look at that yummy goodness. Now that it smells like the inside of a can of carbon choke cleaner, I'm gonna order parts. So this is the pumper diaphragm and it's cracked. I don't know if it shows up, but that's where the gas is leaking. I pretty much always try to do these Will It Run videos without buying any parts, but a rebuild kit is like $22, so I'll just buy it. I already have the carburetor apart, I might as well do it right. Let's give this thing a real quick clean out. Oh, these are pedal covers for the floor, the pedals. That's cool. Kind of cool to have these pedals changed. I'm like 80% sure that's cross-threaded, but nothing holds like a good cross thread. Okay, check this out. "1950s air conditioning." I'd also like to get this, oh shoot, to get this door to open. This is gonna hurt somebody's brain. This roof got caved in by a tree falling on it. That's part of the reason this won't open. I'm gonna fix that very carefully. Are there any body shops hiring? Alright, that's nice, but does anybody know what keeps these things in? It looks like there was a clip there or something. Anybody know how to fix that? I like it. Got my carburetor kit back from AutoZone this morning. There's a really good chance I'm gonna mess this up. Oh no! I wish there was a place you could go and watch a video for free of somebody else doing this that knew what they were doing, so then you for sure knew how to do it right. No! 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 I guess the main jets are pretty important. Oh my gosh, no! Ah! What are the chances I did this right? Based on the last 30 seconds, I'm going with 0. I put at least 60% of the right parts in somewhere. I have a confidence level of 3 to 4% that this is going to work ever again. Carbs back on, all the lines hooked up. We got auxiliary fuel, batteries back up. The throttle felt a little suspicious to me, so there's a good chance that it just runs wide open and everything goes straight to the moon. One of these days, Alice. This jug, oh golly, it's actually full and overflowing, so the pump's working. I'm going to switch my fuel system back over to the truck's tank since I know that that fuel pump is working correctly. This is the fastest way to end up in the emergency room with a razor blade sized hole in you. Go ahead, ask me how I know. Okay. Ow! Let's see if that'll fill up with fuel. No! Come on! Please just start. No! Well, I think it's safe to say we can unload it. Should this thing be hooked to a truck? I don't know. Look at that old girl purr! Dude, isn't that awesome? Oh my gosh. I absolutely love it. It is so small in the cab. And I think the clutch is probably getting towards the end of its life, but man, it runs and drives. Really, what more could you want? Do a quick pre-trip on this old girl. She'll be out hooking cars. Tomater or the old hooker? You let me know what we're calling this thing down in the comments. As for this video, Will it run? Absolutely it will. Where do we go from here? I asked this question before and I'll ask it again. If this video does really well, you guys are the ones that have pretty much everything to do that. Watch the video all the way to the end. Tell me what we're supposed to call this thing down in the comments. And if you have friends who are interested, share it with them. That tells YouTube that you guys really enjoy this. And YouTube will share it with other people. If this video does really well, I'll do a second video on this one also. And we'll get it running and hooking, and maybe we'll go to Walmart and just grab somebody's car and move it somewhere else. That would be exciting. Thank you guys for watching. I'll catch you on the flippity flop. I have to say, on this truck, you guys came out in tremendous numbers. You guys watched this video. It did really well. As of right now, it's sitting over 1 million views. There's gonna be a second video on this. We're gonna get this old girl driving for sure. I wanna give this old girl some more water here. You know, the question's not will it run, it's will it run and restart.